Okay, so in last video we saw something, and in this video also we'll see something. So this is where you're going to stick. Okay, layers, go to layers, page 1, page 2. In page 1 you have something, in page 2 you have something. Take it. If you want, you could delete now the page 2, delete page 1. So we have one frame, that also will delete. Or if you don't have any frame, fine, go to this frame. By dragging the mouse cursor and inserting a frame, you could insert manually, or you could select standard frames, iPhone frame, MacBook frame and all. So we have MacBook Air 1, we have two rectangles. Now we'll see edit objects, these three tools. Mainly three tools will be shown only when you click on any object or something. Okay, see, if you click on here, there is three things. One is matching layers, create components. Okay, wait. So delete. Press R to get a rectangle, and boom, there's a rectangle. Take it. We'll see move tool. So if you go here, there is move tool. We'll select a point on a square. Again, this is small thing only, but later we'll go on big things. But for now, we are selecting a point on a rectangle. So how will we do it? Just after finishing out, like after finishing this thing, we have selected a point on a square. Screenshot that and how use it on a notes. Like you'll know how to point a square and things. Okay. So if you double click, there's a square. Okay, and you selected move tool. And if you double click on it, you will get a point on a square. Or if you simply hover over nothing but take this mouse cursor, just see this symbol. Here it is. So black cursor. If you go on here, so again it's black cursor, but if you go inside this, you get another symbol. So this is how you select a point on a square. With this thing you could do something. So if you go on the middle to it, or simply double click. Okay, not double click always comes, but if you select this option, you could move a point, like select on it. You could make a triangle or any logo triangle, or it twist this to any shape. So this is like kite thing. Hover over up. See, vector is going, x and y is going. Again down below. So with the move tool we could do this all. Again take a note. So how do we get into here? From a normal cursor, how do we get a twisting circle or getting a point on some object, in this case a rectangle? So this is how. See, there's a point here. So with that turn we made something like this. Okay, now point is over here. Okay, the middle point. So now we get, by doing that, you could again practice over. Again, I don't know the exact thing here, but so again we should do move pen, pencil. We have bend tool. Again, it is very basic, but If basic also we didn't take it properly, then how could move tool? So yes, not only the mouse cursor changes or don't changes, that's not a problem. But still, with that point, we could make, see, twist and turn, here and turn. Okay, a good shape for now. Now let's move on. Now there is another tool called bend tool. So this is bend tool. There is shortcuts. You could take down the shortcuts on how to do it. Bend tool. So with that bend, we could bend something. See, we are bending. Bulging. Nice bulging. We could do this. Take it. Again on a MacBook Air 1 frame. On that frame, see where it is on page 1. On Air 1 frame, we have two frames. One is that side and another is this side. Air 1, we have rectangle 1. That rectangle 1 we have changed to this using bend tool and all those move tool and all. So we saw move tool, we saw bend tool and all. These are actually called pen. Bend tool and all you get only when selecting move tool, and if you select a point, see, by default you don't get, see, by default just don't get confused, okay? See, like on a normal face you're not getting these things. You cannot see bend tool and all those things. But when you select move tool and if you go over a object and if you point something, you get these things. Pen, bend tool, and what is this? Paint bucket. Okay. So okay, done. This is a great thing we have done for now. Simply I'm saying, okay. So what if we want to save it as a separate safe thing? So you'll hear about components often because components are most important because that's how you share your contents, okay? So for now this is rectangle one now. If you want to create this as a component, we select this, double click on it, okay, and go to this page. We've seen this last video, okay. We are creating this component. So now this is a component. See the symbol. This simplifies. This is a master component. If this has a this symbol, this three dots, okay, and then it is seen as a master component. And we don't want to rename this. Sorry, you don't want to. You cannot reuse this. If you want to use this, you could copy and paste it on. So MacBook Air 1 na frame, MacBook Air 2 frame, copy pasted ठीक है. So this is a nice symbol, a heart. In heart there is a triangle, ठीक है. Heart is made to triangle symbol, ठीक है. Just see the symbol on MacBook Air 1 rectangle 1 na. So this is a master component. Again we copied this and paste it on Air 2. It is a normal thing, rectangle 1, okay. So it signifies it's a rectangle, a normal thing, but this is a master component. Assets, okay. On local components you have these things. MacBook Air 1, because it's a component, so it is showing here. See, on assets Air 1 rectangle 1 there is a component, okay. If you want to rename it, you could go here and rename it from rectangle 1 to rename to component, okay. So enter. So now it's a component. Again you could use this also in another page. So I'll create another page, page 2, or I'll call this another page. From page 1 I'm taking this instance, control C copy. From another page I'm inserting a frame. Okay, what frame? Phone frame, iPhone 14 and 15 Pro Max. Okay, so this is how. And if we paste out control V, so we'll what, you could change the size X and Y some bits. Layer 100% fill, we'll change the color. Okay, this color is nice, but iPhone 14, this size and iPhone 14 doesn't fix up, but there is option to change size also. Where should we change? Okay, this is not a matter, but we'll change the size. Okay, but on later videos we'll see how all we'll do. But for now, from page 1 we took this into another page. This is an instance, we call this is a instance. So from there we are using this. So rectangle 1 is a instance. This symbol, this is the exact symbol here. So this is the instance. At page 1 this is a component. Again we use that into here 2. Again this is the instance, and if you use this here to here, this instance. From a component you take and use it another place, then that's called instance. Okay, we'll delete all this. We'll go to page 1, delete, and MacBook Air 1 also. Now let's, okay, MacBook Air 1, let's let that remain on the same place. Okay, press R, we'll use two rectangles, one and two. Again press R to get a rectangle, two rectangle. Now we'll see a bit of a motion graphic. Mask, we'll see what is mask. And before that we'll change, this is a rectangle 2. Again learn to read properly and practice with me. Okay, so pause the video and practice, what and all I have done before, we should be completing that. And now a fresh thing we are going to learn, which is rectangle 2 and rectangle 3. Okay, so rectangle 2 rectangle 3. Rectangle 2 color will change, from fill will change to red. Okay, this is red and this is here. And to select this, what should we do is click on the left button on your mouse, or so this is how you select two things. Okay, just see the relation. So this is adjoined. There's a relation from here to here. There is a relation. See, a line, which means these two are connected. So if I use a mask here, use a mask, or for the shortcut is Control Alt and M. Use a mask. Now one is diminished. What does that mean? That means we could there is two triangle. One is diminished. Okay, using one is showing. So rectangle 2, which is red color, but that also diminished, but it is showing. We could use rectangle 2 to show rectangle 3. So take this rectangle 2 and see, we are visioning up the rectangle 3. Okay, how nice it is. Okay, again Okay, we are done with this mask, and we'll see boolean operations. So boolean operations is nothing but when there is a two things. In this case we have rectangle 2 and rectangle 3, yeah. So we have boolean operation, we could use boolean operations. So where do we get that? So this is simpler. This is create component, select matching layers, edit object. Okay, so there is two things. If you select over here, again you could mask and unmask. This is masked, and if you do, you could unmask it. Take it. So again select this. This is boolean operation. Boolean operations are when there is two things. So you could do union selection. Okay. So now these two are union. See, from MacBook Air 1 there is two things, 1 and 2, but now it is union. So this is how. And there is subtract selection, and another way of mingling two things with a proper tag. In this case subtract. ठीक है, mingling intersect selection ठीक है. Again this is the intersection of mingling two things, ठीक है. And exclude selection, again this, and exclude selections, ठीक है. So this is the power. Before I just exclude means with this exclude you could mingle two things with this style, ठीक है. So this style exclude, ठीक है. Again select these two things. We have used exclude selection. See, on exclude we have rectangle 3, rectangle 2. Before it was just rectangle 2 and rectangle 3, and it is inside MacBook Air 1. Now it is in exclude thing. In exclude we have rectangle 2 and rectangle 3. Okay. And the third thing is flatten selection. What is flatten selection? Just say I've liked exclude selection, then intersect or subtract selection or something here union. Okay. So flatten selection means finalize the shape. So this is enough. I'll finalize with this shape. So take it. So flatten selection. Okay. So now this is finalized. Now we cannot separate these two things. Before we could remove this rectangle here, that two is there. Okay. But for now you cannot separate here or here. You cannot separate. Okay. And now select the move tool, ठीक है. Select the points. If you double click you will get points, ठीक है. Here we'll do something. Oh wow, it is Kotlin style or some playground area. So here inside we have some people, we'll kill them. Here we'll have some people, we'll kill them. And here is an empty rough playground. So this is our gene area. Okay. So in this gene area we'll leave everything empty, clean. We'll keep as a Milky Way. So this is our gene area. Gene area will have Milky area. Okay. Okay, nice. Here if we have healthy, then here these two will be very healthy. Okay. And you could use pen tool. Pen tool is nothing but, again I've said right, that is pen tool. And to get rid of it, escape. Yes, I forgot one thing before to say pen tool. Simply I have double click, but if you use this pen tool, you could drag this here and there. Okay. So okay. And there is pen tool, all those things. Okay. So that's all for now. We've seen components and some of the pen tool, pencil tools, all those things. Okay. Thanks. We'll see you on the next video.